listeners, my viewers of my podcast. Um, from New Jersey on this June 7th, Sunday night, 2021. 2021? You're losing your fucking mind? 2026. I'm sorry, I apologize. All right, so again, housekeeping first. I had a good time this weekend. Well, housekeeping, right? Did you like go on a fucking some Twitter war on Twitter or something? I don't do that, but just it happens. This world can make you angry, can make you worked up, but you can't be susceptible to illogical shit. All right. Uh, Spurs versus Knicks game. I have to say, second game the Knicks won, and I don't want to talk about basketball here. I'm not, I don't really follow basketball. I'm not a, huge Knicks or any other teams, you know, uh, regular like a regular basketball watching guy. All right, but it's a New York team, obviously after 29 years, so we got to give them props. All right, so that's how. And we played some tennis yesterday. I'm sorry. I think I'm losing my fucking mind. Tennis. Would I say tennis? Tennis, me and my wife played a little bit last Monday, actually. And we played golf yesterday. And today me and my wife, we just took it easy. We went to our Liberty State Park here, sat down, and I was trying to see if I could get a grill. We went to fucking Target, and then we went to Whole Foods. Whole Foods or Home Depot. Right? Am I losing my fucking mind really on this podcast? What the fuck is going on? And, trying to get those Facebook swap tank grills, one burner, single burner ones. We always bought it with the tank, right, with the propane. And I'm like, 89 fucking dollars. I'm not buying that. So I told my wife, let's just buy everything online, right? Because I like to, put some meat on the grill. Unfortunately, we don't have that, luxury or even space outside here. So you gotta get like a portable grill, right? You can put it on top of the table and just grill some T-bone steak. That's the best. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. The allergies are fucking killing me. And because I don't take any. I'm sorry. I don't take any like allergy medicine. Not even Claritin. I'm trying to basically accumulate, sir. I'm sorry, I apologize. Acclimate my body to this beginning of the summer allergy, right? Nature. Well, if it gets worse, then I'll probably just take some, some of that fucking ZZ Quill, whatever the hell it is, right? At night. So, uh, yeah, this year my allergies are through the fucking roof. And so, in any case, what the hell I was talking about? Um, so, yeah, we decided not to do that. The other fucking problem is that if you buy a bigger grill, where are you going to keep it? Because we don't even have a, like a, yard or a balcony or anything, it's just a fucking, sort of like depressing, right? At this age, I'm just still stuck in a fucking apartment. Forget having a house with a yard or something, right? And, whatever. You get my point. Life choices, no money, whatever, excuses, whatever the fuck, right? And now we can't even fucking sell this apartment. That has been a fucking disaster. I mean, I don't know. We're gonna just rent it. I think by let's say by the end of this month, if we don't get any offers. So yeah, that's it. And it's a lot of fucking money we're paying. I just paid like special assessment, but if it wasn't for that, I would have just gotten rid of it. We would have gotten an offer. All right, let's just please. Let's not think about it. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about something else. All right. Let's just try to like cheer up. All right. Let's try to live our fucking life. Yeah, work stress also. Construction industry is also sort of like very stressful here in New York. And without any other skills, and for me to do anything else is just unthinkable, unimaginable. All right. I'm just trying to live my life in some, in some peace with some degree of happiness and satisfaction. And I think we all, at the end of the day, try to achieve that, you know, without stress, anxiety, which I already have, I had from the beginning, you know. So our our lives are worldly fucking affairs, right? Obviously. I feel like I just don't step out, at least in my fucking mind, and just look at my life, look at everything else in this world, from an outsider's bird's eye view point of like sort of like perspective, right? Why? Because then, I think we sort of look at ourselves, look at our lives in a in a different sort of different way, through a different lens, at least for a moment, and because my anxiety level just go really fucking through the roof. If I get asleep, because of like a looping thought I may have, for example, about a client or something, some fucking deadline, whatever, right? And I'm trying, I'm trying, and I'm not, a perfect being. I'm far from that. All right, us humans are to err, so we all make mistakes, and we all, have to go through these ups and downs in our lives. But be grateful. You have to be grateful. I think that's what it is, because a lot of people don't have what I have, because I always like look up, right? I don't look fucking down. Yeah, I get it, but then without repeating myself, I just trying to learn, I'm trying to basically also sort of teach my mind to not like be in that loop, you know, constant loop and anxiety and like fucking thinking about the same fucking thing over and over. You can't get it out of your head, right? Uh, and I don't, you know, I don't follow, I mean, I don't really, so, I mean, it's very hard for me. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say, but some people actually try to calm their mind through whatever yoga, whatever it is, right? But yes, I mean, exercise. And I had to get on some sort of a fucking, I mean, I play golf, right? Which I did, like, I play golf every week, try to. And some sort of a routine, right? Some sort of a fucking routine where uh, I have to basically, I don't know what routine. Maybe, my wife wants to play tennis, but I mean, just, I don't know. But let's see. I mean, exercise is good. It also keeps you healthy, and doesn't it also keep you sort of like, you know, out of the depression? Sort of like anxiety also goes down, right? If you're doing that. Is that true? I believe so. Right? Your body produces natural, whatever, those uh, uh, but what is it released when you are actually exercising and you're sweating your ass off, right? Or it makes you tired, right? Yes. Uh, I don't know. I don't know, but for me, like calmness of mind is very important. Obviously, I think it's for everyone, and that basically puts you to sleep. That doesn't make you go, haywire, and your brain just like mindfulness. Is that what it is? I have no fucking idea. All right, because for years and years, years and years, I just kept doing what I did. Just keep going, man. Keep fucking going. But then, right during COVID, I got into golf, which is good. Even right before I got into that, because I realized I just need something other than just like coming home and just like from work, talking to the fucking walls and like, you know. But in any case, so especially for us, once we pass middle age, um, and then fucking, breakdown of our human bodies, it's inevitable, right? Including nerve, whatever the fuck happens to us, all right? And could have, should have. I mean, I don't want to talk about that, right? But it's true. Somebody said, and many people say that when you're on your fucking deathbed, things you have not done are the ones that really bother you, all right? So do the things that you want to do now before it's too fucking late. I don't know. I mean, it's, it's easy to say, oh man, you should do whatever the fuck you want to do. I want to basically, be in a house. I wish I could just sit outside. I could show you guys this fucking stars and, and do my podcast, right? From my backyard or some shit. And it's just like these things are just, the reality check, you know. But hopefully just talk to myself and without any like really like I feel sort of like I mean I don't want to use the word incentive, but I just like it's like I feel like it's my podcast is dying. It's like yeah, I got like 200 subscribers, but then you know what? I don't want to fucking think about that either. Fuck it. I mean, who cares? I just do this. At this point in time, I don't know why I'm doing it, but I'm just doing it. I guess this is sort of like my own reflections at my own fucking life. It's not like a, diary of a fucking, person who is living in this day and age of 21st century with computers, technology, and all that. And I don't know. 100 years from now, you know, I don't know what the fuck's going to happen 100 years from now. I mean, the humans are still going to be here. Technology wise, we don't know. It's going to be faster. I think everything, you know. But just like books, I think do you think these podcast videos and YouTube would still be existing 100 years from now? I have a fucking idea. So let's just talk about something else. All right, so future. Speaking of 100 years from now, this is going to be like an archive, I think. This is going to be some sort of, you know, people like looking back at these videos and laughing, people from future, right? Oh, really? So they had cameras and they had like videos recording and putting them on fucking internet, right? But I also feel like this time in human existence is sort of a weird time, and I'm not saying that because of the life I have lived in a place like in a fast-paced place like New York, and where just like everybody is like, sort of doing their thing as an individual life, and and it's, it doesn't seem like it's No, I mean, I'm not, I don't want to say it doesn't seem like it's normal, but the way I think many of us live our life or have lived our lives is sort of unconventional. No families, no really, like, no, none of us have kids. And it's sort of kind of, it's again, I don't want to fucking, fall into that depression again, you know. And so it's an unconventional life. I think it has been like this since 60s. And it, the individual, I think it's all of those things. The society is just that's the way it's set up. The dating game, if you want to have kids, you need to find somebody early, and then if that doesn't happen, then you're like just dragging your life, and just like, fuck it, man, I'm just gonna. I mean, some people, find other meanings in life, but then the whole natural function of our existence is that we are biological beings, and obviously women, that they feel it more than us guys, but somehow, biology is there, and unless we become sort of like these non-biological, like non-physical sort of like beings, but we can't, because we have fucking whole junk, hanging and inside our bodies, and that's how we actually talk, and the whole, you know the physical and nature of this existence, you know. So and I don't know. And I don't want to basically say to myself, say something that actually says that maybe this is just a dry run for some of us, coming to this life. And the things we couldn't achieve, right? We couldn't do. And maybe we come back again. I have no fucking idea. But that's just, I mean, that's just the concept of reincarnation, right? How? That's just doesn't make any sense. That just also another belief that you had to believe, all right? Because, like, logical point of view, how? When you're dead, you're dead. That's it. I mean, there's no afterlife, and, they just, those are all just myths and, like, beliefs. I'm not totally denying that. I'm sort of like, agnostic, sort of agnostic, because I don't know. I have no fucking idea. I mean, this universe is so fucking vast, and I understand we've been here for gazillions of years, through our evolution where we are now. But who the fuck knows? And I think that's the whale, or the starting, right, that we can't see to the other side. I don't know, unless there's the other side is right here, and then it's just a matter of opening our eyes through some other means, and then we see things. I'm not saying that, oh, we open our eyes and we start seeing things which are not physical, but seem like there are other realities, right? Uh, I I also can't negate the fact that the world is just is just for us human beings in this planet. All right. and our biological part and everything else. That's just that's what it is. But again, I don't know because a lot of people actually these revelatory. I'm not saying that they had revelations. I don't know. Even that is sort of like if not I use the word questionable because some people actually go through some sort of a transformational period in their lives and uh, that transformation can be that they see some sort of a dream or something that actually wakes them up or some sort of like experience, life experience. I'm not talking about, somebody gets into a fucking accident. And maybe that, and nobody should get into an accident or nobody should get into in some sort of a fucking, physical injury. But some people actually experience those things, and those can be profound. And other people have taken, like powerful psychedelics, and then they also go through that profound period in their lives, and that just opens, I think, a whole world. Huxley, wrote a book after he took mescaline, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm too old to do all that, and I haven't even fulfilled my like biological life, and and I the that dissatisfaction, besides our incompletion of our like our not having families, kids, and all that, right, of our lives. I think that's the next level of dissatisfaction or regret. If we go and then we realize, oh shit. I'm not saying I shouldn't say that we go and then we realize, but like maybe there's some other fucking meaning to this fucking life that we are supposed to not figure out, but maybe the life teaches us something more than just us grinding every fucking day, you know, and the grind of fucking life, right? Worries and anxieties and just like I have, and not getting enough sleep and all that, right? So maybe, those are profound experiences that some people actually have, gives them this notion that, hey, man, they see what I just told you, or see what you just saw, or see what you just experienced. Can you believe that's just not from this fucking world? This is not like what you are doing in every day of your life, and you should just think about those things. You should think like for a moment, take a moment and just be with yourself and realize that holy shit, you know, the human body is actually our human experience is can be profound and maybe that actually gives our mind some sort of a calmness that listen, man, I think that's the ultimate, right? Some people basically find, greater, like really greater meanings in life in a sense that, they find God or universe as the God or some sort of a ultimate force of like, everything. And they sort of seek that and then that actually gives them through whatever meditation, whatever prayer, whatever, right? And takes away the worries But many of us, like me, we don't do that unless something happens to us, Or that, I mean, I never had any fucking revelation. Forget the revelation. I never had. I mean, I never even taken I mean, I've taken psychedelics, but I just, it was more like introspective for me, and because I just, I also was like not happy for a long time with my life, obviously, right? And I mean, nobody can be happy, to an extent where they are just so happy, man. It's like, but I was just trying, I was trying to basically just, I was struggling, with relationships and, especially. And then at some point in time, jobs, because I just fucking hated engineering. But then I realized, I'm talking about 15 years ago, all right? But then I didn't have any other skills and like uh, struggles of life are always there. So somehow that experience, some people, who are on fucking YouTube and they talk about shit. I was taken by the fucking aliens and they took me to this ship and they fucking injected something in me and then I woke up and yeah, I don't know about those fucking experiences, all right? But some of them, can be profound. So I never had. I mean, I just my dreams are like just weirded out fucking dreams, and and I get it. Dreams are just dreams. They don't have any. Maybe that some of them actually do say something about our lives, obviously, right? Because our dreams are within our thoughts, and we are sleeping, and there's some sort of an experience. I mean, we don't even fucking know what dreams are, right? I have just I don't really like take dreams seriously, you know. Um, where the fuck am I going with this? All right, okay. So the point is that for some of us, we just have to have that experience. I think in order for us to have some sort of a deeper calmness. I mean that's what I feel like that I get it. It's also, our brain's chemistry because anxiety and all that. It's not like anxiety is something that our brain sort of like creates, right? It's also our chemical imbalances and all that, right? I'm not talking about taking fucking pills because that's just not not at least for me, it's not good. So well, that's I think that's the sort of like a what do you call it baseline scenario for me, And I'm not saying that I'm waiting for that fucking moment, But the other day I was thinking about maybe I should just smoke DMT and just like maybe that would just give me some sort of that profound experience. And I've heard really like good things, but then sometimes it just like I don't know, it's like somebody like Joe Rogan says, and I believe in Joe Rogan more than like any other prophets in this world right now. To be honest with you, I'm not saying that he's a prophet, and and and, and I think he believes in for all of us to live. I think some sort of a life of discipline. He's the guy, honestly. I mean. Nobody's perfect. He's not perfect either. None of us. Unless you have some fucking really fucking alien DNA in your fucking genes, and then that's which is impossible. We are fucking human beings born, raised here on this fucking planet called Earth. All right, we didn't come from Mars or some other fucking alien, rock out there. All right. If anything, if our like gene, I mean our DNA, if it has come from some other outside solar system, then we are fucking aliens. But that just gazillions of years ago. So we are native. All right. And so yeah, that's my podcast. I hope I didn't babble too much, and I'll see you all next week. Weather is nice, by the way. So me and my wife sat down at the Liberty Park here, right? And I mean, she loves it, obviously. So spend time outside as much as you can, except these fucking allergies are killing me. I think her allergies are over, but mine have come back. I don't know. Maybe it's just like with the fucking age. I don't fucking idea. This year it has been worse. All right, everyone. I hope you're enjoying your beginning of your summer, and and for us it's like a luxury, honestly, because for the winter up here just like it's and so you got to enjoy the time with your loved ones. That's what we did. We played golf with my sister, my cousin who also works for me, and my wife, obviously, right? It was kind of hard, but we did it, right? Last Friday, I mean, Saturday. All right, everyone. So that's it. So enjoy your time on this fucking planet. Don't get too emotional or anxious. So try to find that profound moment. All right, that's what I'm going to do. All right, I'll see you all next week.